Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about if Nano Dimension stock is oversold, and if it is oversold, then is NNDM stock at a good buying opportunity right now, specifically below the $6 mark. Then we will talk about some Bionano Genomics stock news to see if BNGO stock is a long-term hold still. We will also discuss how I think BNGO will perform on its most recent earnings report. Remember to go and press the like button right now on this video for NNDM stock and BNGO stock news updates. Comment your thoughts down below, turn on subscription notifications to stay informed and up to date, and check out the links below in my description box to get free money. But right now, let's get right into the video. First, we will take a look at a technical analysis indicator for NNDM stock called the Relative Strength Index, which ranks momentum on a scale from 0 to 100. Now, if a stock is oversold, which means that people have sold it so much that the stock is cheaper than its true value, it should have a score of less than 30 if it's a good deal. And shares of Nano Dimension have an RSI reading of 29.3 at the price of $5.90. A bullish investor could see NNDM stock below a 30 RSI as a sign to buy more and average down their cost if they plan to be a long-term holder. Considering that Nano Dimension is in the 3D printing industry, which is a rapidly developing industry, and it just had 2 acquisitions, there could be great upside here in the long run. Now, I have a feeling that NNDM stock could fall below the $5.66 mark, which is my buy target. So when I buy some, I will show you all how I manage risk, how I decide when to average down my price, and the various rules I follow to ensure my portfolio's long-term success. The 3D printing industry has an amazing 39.5% compounding annual growth rate, which is set to last until 2027, and this is why instead of buying NNDM stock, I prefer to purchase ETFs like PRNT so I can get the benefits of this amazing industry growth without the risk and volatility of owning a single stock, while I can own a piece of the entire industry instead. So far, one analyst is covering NNDM stock, and they have a $10 price target for this year, and they encourage investors to buy the stock below $6, which entails a 40% upside. However, if you can get the stock for cheaper, definitely do that instead, but don't overexpose yourself to a speculative risky stock like Nano Dimension. The 3D printing industry has vast applications for the world, but right now, NNDM, who 3D prints printed circuit boards and high-performance electronic devices, is getting heavily shorted and is also a part of a falling market. Currently, we do not know where the bottom is, and this is why you should be diversified in other major 3D printing players, where a couple of my favorites are Applied Materials, X1, and 3D Systems, just to name a few. The main breakthrough that Nano Dimension needs is the ability to produce printed circuit boards in mass quantities, so they can take over the manufacturing space. But that goal looks to be far away, considering that NNDM mainly sticks to making prototypes, and in the meantime, they will rely on their 3D printing as a service and selling their special ink cartridges as their main source of revenue. Now, the reason I will personally be buying NNDM stock below $5.66 is because their cash on hand makes the stock worth more than that much. So anything below $5.66 is a great value play. However, if the company buys more acquisitions and other companies and they acquire other companies, that cash value will go down, which means that I will have to wait longer for that value to return through their acquisitions. But we will go more into this when I show you what I do to manage risk and how I treat risky stocks. Now let's talk about BNGO stock, because Bionano Genomics options trading activity looks like investors are either preparing for a big rally or a huge sell-off. Currently, BNGO stock has a hold rating by Zacks rank, and in the last 60 days, no analysts have increased or decreased their earnings projections, which should come out to 5 cents a loss per share. Bionano Genomics earnings report should be out by the time this video is published, and with BNGO stock hovering around the $4.90 mark, should we as investors make a move now? Well, that depends. Currently, BNGO stock is given an A rating by Portfolio Grader, and 3 analysts are covering BNGO stock. One analyst rates BNGO as a buy, while the other 2 analysts rate BNGO as a strong buy, with the low price prediction coming coming in at $12.75, the average price target coming in at $13.92, and the bullish price target comes in at $15, which is $1 above my personal $14 price target. This tells us that it's unlikely for BNGO to reach its all-time high again this year, which is at $15.69, because originally, Bionano Genomics was hyped up on Reddit, so retail investors piled into it before it was BNGO's time to shine. We have to remember that BNGO was a penny stock that was about to get delisted because it was so low in price before it spiked to over $15. So we took a penny stock and inflated it before it actually had time to properly grow as a company. However, because of this, Bionano Genomics had a share offering which gave them $230 million that they can do whatever they want with. I am very bullish on Bionano Genomics' optical genome mapping technology and the whole genomics industry as a whole, which is why I like the ARKG ETF. BNGO's Sapphire system can be used for a plethora of things, including cancer detection, along with the fact that BNGO has been praised by many laboratories and doctors from around the world for its technology, which has landed them an extremely high-profile sale with the UK's National Health System, also known as the NHS. On top of that, Bionano Genomics acquired the company Lineagen last August, which brought in $1.1 million for BNGO out of their total of $4 million in revenue that they made in the fourth quarter. So BNGO stock is waiting to find its bottom in the market so it can start its uptrend. However, the problem that I see is that Bionano Genomics is somewhat of a one-trick pony, so I would like for them to create more technology considering how successful that their Sapphire system has been. In the previous quarter, Bionano beat Wall Street's estimates for both their revenues and their earnings per share, which could be a good catalyst for BNGO stock if they can beat their projections again. But regardless about what happens on their earnings report with Bionano Genomics, they have a strong balance sheet, their Sapphire system technology is being more and more globally adopted, and their Lineagen acquisition continues to gain them revenues. So I like BNGO, and BNGO looks like a good long-term growth play considering their analysts' price targets for them and their overall fundamentals. Now, we should keep in mind that both NNDM stock and BNGO stock are risky, speculative future growth plays, so we should treat them responsibly with a plan for risk management. But what do you all think? Smash the like button right now if you enjoyed this video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you are new, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.